Hello, everybody. I am Seth, the DM for Cheaper by the Dungeon, and along with the cast of Stranger Things, we have Connor.
Hello.
Jacob.
Hello.
And Adam.
Ever since I came from the underground, I've been able to have these crazy powers. I can move things with my mind, and my nose bleeds all the time.
The underground?
What is it? Oh, the upside down. Oh, man.
This guy.
But if anything like this podcast is similar to Stranger Things, it's the D&D part, because literally Will talked about it every freaking episode. That was like...
He just wants to play D&D.
The only thing that Will did in this whole season was just touch the back of his neck, and he's here. He's coming.
Connor, what did you like about season 3?
Look, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. My wife doesn't like it, so I can't watch it when she's home.
I just hated it when Nancy died. That sucked so much.
Yeah,
Look,
that's crazy.
I don't want to hear a single thing you have to say, because everything you say is spoilers.
You
Because
just
here's
didn't
the
see
thing.
it coming until the very end. It's like,
Here's the thing, though. You're giving spoilers because you're not saying a spoiler. You're saying something that's not a spoiler, but in doing so, you're giving spoilers.
maybe I just knew you're smart enough so that
When Hopper rode the Demogorgon like a horse, though?
Look,
I
now
like
I don't
that
even want
part.
to watch the season because now I know that isn't true, and that's all I wanted to see from the show. Great.
Oh.
I had never really thought that he was that legitimate as a sheriff until that moment.
Well, yeah, because he has to dominate. Of course.
He takes the star off his like vest and puts the sheriff's star on the Demogorgon and is like, you're in charge now. Toy Story 4 spoilers there if you haven't seen that. Whoa. Okay. All right. We are a D&D podcast. And I got a recap for you in case you didn't listen to the last episode. So, what happened? The boys were fighting brood oils on the airship. There was 2 of them. They were running amok and breaking some valves and stuff. And Norman and Darian went to fight while Zippy flew the ship. Except things got kind of out of hand. They were still rampaging and the fight was going on. And Zippy thought, I'm going to just kind of try and get them off the ship by flying straight up into the sky. And all of the valves were kind of breaking. The brood oils eventually got flung off the ship with Darian using a gust of wind on them. And then the ship kind of stalled out and they came in for a kind of very smooth crash landing in this kind of geyser, rocky, just wasteland area. After that, they found that one of the balloons on the side of the airship was busted open, and Kane, one of the 2 air elementals inside it, told them that their brother Hurry escaped and ran away because Norman used this attack on them. What was it again, specifically?
Dissonant whispers.
That was the one. And they got scared because they thought people are attacking them, and they left. So now the boys are chasing the missing air elemental down through this magic cave. And that's where they met a pink little moxie fish called Draken Gragust, and they claim to be the most powerful sorcerer from basically the beginning of time. And they destroyed the country that used to live here like a millennia ago. But now they're a fish because they wanted to be. Then they drained the pool, they put him in a bottle and threw him in a bag of holding. And now they are just about to enter this dungeon. So, you guys are standing just outside the doors to this kind of house, this crumbly house-shaped figure in the wall, and it's on its side. It's like a house just fell over, and the door is open, and wind is kind of gusting through. Zippy, you still have, for 5 more minutes, you're still kind of a human lighthouse because of the wild magic water that got spit in your face. So whenever you open your mouth, you still have a huge beam of light that comes out. What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to start making my way towards the door.
Hold on, guys. I know that I just did thaumaturgy, and it really seems like I was eager to go forward, but then I just remembered that I feel like I'm kind of like an 11 out of 39 health. I couldn't quantify, but if I had to put into numbers, that's kind of what I would guess. What if we kind of take a long rest? Darian, you can keep watch while you meditate, and I can even keep watch myself too, half the time, and we can rest up a little bit. What do you say?
I'm fine to keep going. Zip?
I can't see anything. It's all so bright.
Oh gosh! Oh my retinas!
Ow!
Oh.
Oh.
Look, Zip, do you want to rest to get that light off you, or
How could
do
I
you wanna keep
rest when
going?
it's so bright in here?
Do
Look,
you want
guys,
to try
there-
and rest?
If you're gonna make me say it, I know I'm the squishiest member of the team, but I bring a lot to the table. I really could use a break. See the blood. That brood oil really messed me up. Unless someone wants to heal me, if someone wants to waste a spell on little old me and make me feel right as rain, then I'd be good to go.
You guys are the worst teammates. He's like, heal me, and your guys are like, but I got spell slots.
what do you? If you had to put a number to it, what's your health again?
Kind of like an 11 out of 39.
What happened to all your health? How'd that even happen?
The brood oil mauled me while you ran upstairs, and I had to defend you.
Do you? Oh, fine.
You didn't stick around to see that happen, did? Well, you did save me right after. So.
I'll cast Cure Wounds at first level.
First level.
I'm not wasting
All
a
right.
level 2 spell slot. I'm very sorry. That's a 2 plus my wisdom here, which is plus 2. Get 4. There's 4 HP back.
Ooh, 15 out of 39. Not bad.
You're getting close to half.
You are just slightly healed. It's so slightly.
All right.
Anything else you guys want to do? Do you want to rest? Do you want to heal him some more?
Well, you know what? If you guys insist on moving forward, I will definitely be in the rear with my bow, just because I'm not at 100% right now.
What else is new?
Oh!
Damn, Darian.
Look, here's the deal. Look, we'll be fine. If anything happens, we got a couple more spell slots left that we'll bring you back up with. I think we should just keep going.
Of course, they say that a pound of maintenance is worth a ton of repair, but, don't mind me. Let's just
Look,
move
I don't
forward.
know how safe it actually is out in that field for our ship, and I would rather not leave it in that field overnight. So I'd rather go through, get this air elemental, and get out of here.
All right, sure. Let's do it.
And that was how Norman died. it's like the Always Sunny title comes up. It's like the way how Norman died kind of thing. So, you guys venture into the door, and you enter in, and it's still just like the wind is kind of dying down. That was gusting out originally, and you see you're kind of just in this run down, just completely destroyed, rocks caved in house that's on its side. And there's another door at the back of the house. There doesn't seem to be any kind of remains of who used to live here or anything. It seems incredibly old. There's just some decayed wood in the corner, things like that. Everything's extremely decayed.
Wow, this house is so decayed. There's
Can I just-
more rubble on the side, too.
Can I search through some of the rubble and things in the house quick?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Ooh, investigation. That's a 2, so I find nothing.
You find more rocks.
I love rock.
Very useful.
You know what? I'll go through it as well. Why not?
I want to jump on the roof.
The roof is kind of on the side, and it's buried in the rocks and the cave wall.
I want to jump on
So you can't.
the highest point of this house, even if it's tipped over. If there's a wall.
You try. So the house is kind of embedded into the cave wall, and from the inside, you can see there's you could kind of scale your way up to the ceiling of this, or what would be the wall of the house, really, because it's on its side. And you see through a window. You see it's just more cave wall on top, so you can't really just climb to the
Okay,
top.
well, I
of
break
it.
the window.
It's already broken. it's like you look at the window. It's just immediate rock wall.
I go through the window.
There's a wall of rock in front of. I don't know how else to say
Use the
this.
doorknob.
Yeah, I put the doorknob in the rock wall.
It doesn't stick because it's rock and it's deeper than the 10 feet thing that the doorknob can do.
I think this house is boring, and I'm done with this house.
All right, let's keep moving then.
What did you get, Normandy, for your investigation
Oh,
check?
2. 2 plus 3, 5.
You also find the exact same rock that Darian did.
Ooh, nice rock.
But it'd be good for skipping.
Ooh, I keep it.
It's flat. Okay.
I'm
you gotta
putting
skip
it in my
now.
notes. I have a skippable rock.
Skippable rock. One, you can. 1d4 skips potentially
Ooh.
if you choose to skip it across
Only
water.
4? That's a crappy skip.
Yeah, come on. Anyone can skip a
I didn't
rock
say it
4
was a
times.
great rock. Jeez, guys. You want like a 20 plus skippable rock? You got to go to somewhere else.
Man,
to
I
buy
had nothing
that
else to
stuff.
do on the Monk Islands. That's all I did was skip rocks. Fine.
All right. So you guys want to go through the back door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You go through the back door, and it opens up just to a very long hallway. It seems like it was still a part of the house, but it's still just a long hallway that leads down. You can't really see the end of it. But as soon as you open this door, you're starting to feel a little more energized. Like when you first entered the cave, you felt really good. You felt healthy. But again, you're feeling quite energized and just everything's very clear. And it's like you're thinking super just clearly and your brain's kind of functioning at a higher percentage. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess keep adventuring through the cave.
Okay.
How
I
tall
needed
is
someone
the...
to say it.
So yeah, how tall is the hallway?
It's about 7 feet high, so your heads are like just below the ceiling, and it's about 6 feet wide as well. So it's not a big hallway.
Okay, I just want to do like one quick look. Like, are there any major cracks in the ceiling? Any dust crumbling as we pass through, or cracks in the walls? Like anything that would suggest these walls are not super safe and secure?
Perception check.
Oh boy. 14.
They seem to be just regular rock walls. Some are cracked, but nothing seems unstable as far as you can tell.
Okay.
So you guys keep venturing down the hallway, and eventually, after about 2 minutes of walking, you hit a dead end. And it's just a blank, like, rock wall. It seems like a dead end. And then you guys just turn around to see the rest of the hallway, and bang, the path you just went down, when you just turn around, it's another flat wall. And the three of you are encased in this little square rock kind of just room.
I cast meld into stone, and I go against the wall we're supposed to continue on to.
Okay.
Zip.
Goodbye.
Zip, where'd you go?
All right.
So Zippy, roll a d20.
What? This I shouldn't have to, but okay. That is a 14 as well.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. In this small space that you guys are kind of cramped in, you try to cast this spell to kind of meld with the earth and move through it. And it kind of haywires, and your hand kind of sparks as you go to like touch the wall and use this. And all of you feel this surge of energy, and a phantom donkey appears in the space with you guys.
Oh my god.
Your spell did not go as intended, and now you have a phantom donkey for 1 day.
Wow, nice.
What?
Okay, I'm going to say, guys, stand back. And I'm going to draw my wand of magic detection. And I'm
Okay.
going to use it. And I'm going to see if I can trace a point of... Or obviously, this is a magical thing that's happening. But I want to
Yes.
see if I can detect the point of origin, like where it's coming from.
Sure. Okay, so you take out this magic detection wand, and you don't even have to really cast it because it is glowing like a Christmas tree. It is going nuts. Like it senses magic everywhere around you, and a lot of it.
Well, there must be
Like,
orcs nearby.
Exactly. It's everywhere, and it's extremely potent.
Guys, we're trapped in some kind
Um,
of spell. Something's going on, obviously.
All right, if that's the case, I'm just going to use Dispel Magic. I'm sorry, Donkey, but
Trick!
I'm sorry.
Trick!
I'm sorry.
Not the
don't-
donkey.
Do you want to say anything to it before you?
No.
No.
I
That
tap
would
it. I
only-
pet
that
it
would
once.
only-
Do you want to name it?
No,
Before you...
no, that would
Pass.
only make it harder.
So dispel magic. You're casting that.
Yes, I Dispel Magic.
All right. Could you roll a d20 for me again?
That is a 13.
Okay. So you cast Dispel Magic, and the donkey just looks around for a second because it just got blasted into existence, and it's a phantom donkey too, so it's kind of glowing, and it's just, oh, wow, everything's so nice, and then oh, and then it like just phases out, and is gone into the deep. I guess it's dead.
I would have named him Danny.
Oh no, you were attached. And basically, like, if you took a huge chunk of water out of a pool really quickly, the water kind of fills in to replace it. That's kind of what happens here. Like, for a minute, you can sense the magic, the overwhelming magic is gone, but then it floods back in.
Do we all sense this?
You all sense it. It's like almost physical at this point. It's so just
like
heavy.
palatable, eh? Like
like
I can taste it.
You taste like a little nutmeg. Yeah,
Tastes a little gamey. A little wild, maybe?
exactly.
All right, well, if that's the case, I have an idea. I have the ability to step into the ethereal plane, and in there I can move freely. I can try and scout around the area and see if I can figure out what the heck is causing this and see if there's a way out of here. I think the only surefire way to do it, though, is if Zip, you can maybe cast Dispel Magic again to kind of create that pocket. Think you could do that?
No, that that was a level 3 spell, and I'm not wasting this on some crackpot idea.
Crackpot idea.
Darian, I also know Dispel Magic. I can do it.
You know Dispel Magic as well?
I do, but I just want to remind you that you wouldn't heal me earlier.
I did heal you.
I mean,
I
it
healed
was
you
pretty
4
shitty.
hit points.
I mean, I don't want to point, but 4?
You could have gone up to a level 2 spell, Darian.
Yeah, we all know. We all know you could have.
Zip,
and you didn't,
you're the one
so.
sitting here with all the healing abilities. You could have done it too.
Hey, you know what? This isn't about Zippy. This is about you, Darian. I just want to say,
Yeah,
right
Darian,
now,
this is about you,
I'm
Darian.
burning a 3rd level spell for you right now. Okay, so
Look, we could just sit here if you want, or I can just try and use it without it, and we can all sit here in the nothing.
you know what, Darian? Before you go, let me inspire you with some words. Who can say which plane is best? Good luck, Darian, on your quest.
You'll do your best.
Be put to the test. You know the rest. Oh, we only jest.
Okay, I think I received whatever you were giving.
These lyrics have some real zest. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. What
You
just
best
happened?
go, lest we forget why we're here.
Oh, dear Archvey, help me. What did you do?
Oh, that's a bardic inspiration. So,
Oh,
but it's
I
a
feel
D8.
the opposite of inspired right now. Okay.
Well, the moment will come. It lasts for 10 minutes. Good luck. Oh yeah, sorry, Dispel Magic. Bam.
Okay. As he casts it and there's that opportunity, I cast Etherealness and pop into the ethereal plane.
You pop right out of existence for Norman and Zippy. It's like Darian literally just phased out, similar to the donkey, I suppose. And
He abandoned us.
Darian,
He's gone. He'll never come back. We all know.
you see you're basically shifted into the ethereal plane, which is kind of like a mirror plane. And you can see the outlines of Zippy and Norman, but you can't interact with them. And you're in this box, and everything's kind of black and white. And then you see kind of the wave of magic as if it's like just a tsunami coming towards you. Because it dispelled and now it's filling in again.
Oh,
and
no,
it
no,
kind
no,
of
no, no,
washes
no.
over you. And you open your eyes, and you are in just this vast desert. Dunes around you for days.
Oh, no.
You are not where you were 5 seconds ago, it seems.
Oh, crap. I can honestly say I did not see that coming. Damn wild magic. Okay, and I'm going to start floating around and scouting the area, see what I can find.
Okay, do you want to like float up and survey? Like, is that...
Yeah, it's kind of cover as much ground as I can.
Okay, so you fly up and you look around, and you actually spot a nearby just little oasis with a house in it. And as you fly over to it, you see it looks like it's been lived in. There's like table and chairs and things inside, but it doesn't seem like anybody is here or is like around at all. It seems just vacant, but it's there.
If I look inside the houses, can I see any identifiable features or anything?
You look inside and you can't see really any identifiable features. Nothing that you can really make out. But it seems a little. It seems kind of similarly shaped to the one you were just in, if anything. But nothing is recognizable to you. It's not like you've seen this house before, exactly.
Oh, it looks kind of like that crushed house that we were in.
Kind of. But obviously that house was crushed and not normal like this one.
Oh, that's odd. Okay. I keep making my way through the town.
Okay, so it's just the one house here with the oasis, but you see off in the distance, the desert slowly starts to end, and there's kind of a tower there, like a large watchtower with more tiny houses around it. And you can float over there if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll head towards the tower.
Okay, so you see this tower, and it stretches quite high, and you notice at the top there is this large telescope that comes out of the kind of dome-like structure at the top. And it's a telescope that goes out, and it's quite large.
Okay, I'll head up to the top of the tower.
All right, and you fly just towards the telescope? Or, like, go through the opening there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go in, and you're in kind of this, like, astrologist's room. There's maps of stars, and there's some books around. But, yeah, you see just a telescope. Again, nobody's in here. It doesn't seem like it's been occupied recently.
I want to look through the telescope.
Okay. You look through the telescope, and you see it is pointed off into the ethereal space, I guess. And you see it is actually focused on this moon. And again, everything's black and white, so it's just like, it looks like just a big white full moon.
By the way, is it nighttime over there?
It seems like it's daytime, but everything's just kind of black and white for Darien. Yeah.
What moon is this? Can I recall, with my kind of upbringing and education, could I recall what that moon is?
So you're from the Feywild, and they have actually different moons. They have a little different. That was one of the first things you noticed when you came to this plane, actually, like the Prime plane. This doesn't seem to be one that you've recognized, but you've stared at the stars enough to kind of know your way around or use them for navigation. So you could potentially pinpoint, like, oh, this is where the moon should be if you were outside and not in the ethereal plane.
I'll keep that in mind. Can I inspect around kind of the rest of the room, see if I can find anything interesting in this kind of lookout area?
Sure. So roll an investigation check.
That's a 10.
So you do not look anywhere else throughout the tower. You just look at this single room, and all you notice are just, the star maps again, the books. You don't look through the books, but you just notice on the wall there's a banner with a symbol you recognize. Specifically, it's the same symbol that Normandy got tattooed on his arm at the end of Season 1. The Calm Cloud Monastery symbol.
What?
Why the hell would this be here? Recognizing the symbol of what I've heard Norman talk about as the Calm Cloud Monastery, it's really piqued Darien's interest, and he wants to see if he can rummage through the rest of the tower here.
Okay, so you open kind of the trapdoor at the top of this tower, and you're going to descend just into the walkway below it. But before we go to that, we're going to snap back to Norman and Zippy. What are you doing? You're just chilling?
Get me out of here! He's abandoned us!
When you dispelled the magic, Zippy, your mouth beam went off, so...
So, Zippy,
What?
Zippy, I was just thinking, while we got the time to talk, when we were up in Aesop's airship and we kind of went above the clouds and we could see the world beneath us, I saw these fields full of trees and plants, and it just reminded me that You know, with an airship, everything is suddenly so much closer to us, and it's actually very real that we could go, once it's fixed, we could go to the Bramble Patch right away if we wanted to.
Haven't you mentioned this before, Normandy? Your interest to go to the Bramble Patch?
Well, I mean, I would love to go. I've seen so little of what the world has to offer.
I think it's that type of interest why we try to keep people out of there. Yeah, we have a lot of secrets in there, you see.
Oh, I see.
It's a little suspicious that you keep asking me as well.
Oh,
I scoot to the left.
And I say, oh, I have no particular interest in the Bramble Patch. I more just getting to know you. I want to ask what will you have hoped has changed by the time you go back there?
You see, someone who proclaims to be the son of the Demon King, anywhere close to the Bramble Patch spells bad news for my people. I love the excitement of traveling with you, with the mysteriousness of your whole, background and whatnot. But the I don't know. The more I say, who knows what could happen with you? You could burst into a demon at any point, right? With that necklace around you and whatnot.
I look at the amulet in my hand.
You're a dangerous fellow there, Normandy. You're lucky that even the two of us trust you as much as we do. How do you deal with that on a daily basis?
I just kind of hold the medallion for a moment and then put it under my shirt and I say, a lot of what you said is true, Zip. Especially the part where I am lucky that I have you two who trust me. And I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that.
I know. Well, it's hard for us, though. You have to understand, for someone who has so many ties to the deep, that we're rolling the dice with you, really. You should be thanking us constantly.
Well, in that case, thank you, Zip.
You're welcome.
As you say that, Norman, you actually notice something above Zippy's head once he scooted over. He's lying on the wall that appeared behind you guys. And you notice there's something carved into the wall. It's like a little message. And it reads, "Keep your eyes on the wall."
Hey, Zip, your ears were blocking something before. That's not a stab. Just look behind you, right there.
I look up. What?
you see the same message. Keep your eyes on the wall.
There's 4 walls in here. Actually, 6 walls. There's
4 walls and a floor and a ceiling. I guess technically all.
Wait a minute,
walls,
Zip.
yes.
Could you use your doorknob against that wall?
The powers that be never let me have any fun with this doorknob. But I guess I could try, because Darian has abandoned us. But, Normandy, why wouldn't you listen to the thing on the wall first? Why do you want to try something different? This seems like an obvious clue, right?
Of course, yeah, the idea just came to me. I'm just saying if nothing happens. But yeah, let's look at the wall.
Alright, which wall? I only have 2 eyes.
I only have 2, but I can only look in one direction at a time. I'm even worse.
I strain my eyes to look at 2 walls at the same time.
I look at the one with writing on
it. Norman's looking at the one with writing on it. Zippy he's like a fly right now.
I press my face against the corner, like where the angle is, and I have it so one eye is basically like the iris is like almost touching the wall. And then same with the other one. I'm just pressing my face into.
That's a little literal, Zip. You might lack perspective.
I do not lack perspective.
You are pressing your face right into the wall, as you said.
The walls.
The walls, plural. Yes, the corners, so you can see both.
Think of it like a child hiding in the corner in a timeout.
Okay, yeah, you're on your knees too, like holding fetal position.
And my left arm is on the left wall, my right arm is on the right arm, and it's like I'm prostrating myself against it.
getting wild in this box.
Get me out of here!
You are looking at the wall. What would you guys like to do now?
I'm just looking at it.
Wait, what did the text say again?
Keep looking at the wall.
If you take every
Wait a minute. This thing's trapping us. Maybe one of us should look at the opposite wall in case something comes behind us.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm looking at... What do you mean with... What are you saying?
I'm saying it obviously wants our attention here. What if something's happening behind us? You look back there, and I'll look at this wall.
I already am!
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. You're doing such a great job.
Yeah, you're just still looking at the wall.
What am I missing?
Think hard. This is a puzzle.
Keep your eye on the wall.
Okay, eyes or eye?
Eyes. Keep your eyes on the wall.
Oh, jeez Louise.
That's a riddle.
I'm gonna have to edit, like, tons of this to make it seem like we're smart.
Man, Zippy, put your eye on the wall. I don't know.
That's what I'm Did I not make that clear when I said my iris is on the wall?
With my sword, I scratched the letter I into the wall.
You scratch the letter I into the wall. Nothing happened.
I draw an eye.
You just scratch it in.
I draw an eye into the wall.
You're drawing eyes in there. Nothing's happening.
Okay, me and Normandy body pose capital I on the wall. So, like, I'm on the floor, like, planking, and then he's standing straight tall with his arms making the top
In
of
my
the
head
eye.
bowed.
On top of you, like on your back?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it doesn't have to be. Like he's just like his legs are behind me. But if you were standing far away, it would look like an eye.
Okay. You guys pose yourself in that manner, and nothing is happening.
Keep an eye on the wall.
But
Eyes!
Zippy-
Eyes!
Zippy, as you kind of get up from your position, you bump into Normandy, and Normandy, you take a few steps back, and you notice you take quite a few steps back. More steps than you should be able to take given the room, but you're still staring at the wall. Zippy, you look over to Norman, and he's like half clipped in the wall.
Zippy, look at the wall.
What the hell is wrong with you? What's
Zippy,
going on?
look at the wall. Turn your back towards me and back up.
What if I looked at him and then backed up against my wall on the other side?
See if it works.
So you're backing up while looking at
Like
Normandy?
he's backing up the opposite direction as me.
You hit the wall.
Close your eyes, Normandy.
I close my eyes.
You're still hitting the wall.
Is there only the one wall? Okay, fine. I'll back up against his wall.
So you turn around and back up, and you can see, like, just to your left in your peripheral vision, you're right next to Norman now.
Okay, I, like, sprint backwards.
You sprint backwards, and it looks like the hallway's just expanding as you're
I
going.
walk backwards at a cautious pace.
Zippy, you can see Norman, and you're both just walking backwards, and the hallway is just still expanding.
Yeah,
And we're going to jump back to Darian. So, Darian, you open the trapdoor in the top of this tower, and you jump down inside, and it's kind of a spiral staircase. And you are just looking, and while you're spiraling down, you see there's kind of this mural that's drawn on the walls just of this circular tower. And as you're descending, you see it just kind of shows some history, really. It shows people working with these majestic, giant beasts that you've never seen before. You can't even comprehend. The drawings aren't very detailed, though. They're kind of Egyptian, if you will. Like, you know, it's more hieroglyphics. But there's these large, just animals that are kind of going around, and there's people bringing boxes and working fields. And as you go further, you see there's the sun and the moon and the stars and everything, and there's people raising sacrifices up to them. As you get close to the bottom of the stairs, you see that from the clouds and the sun and the moon and the stars, these gifts and boxes are being delivered to them, and there's people holding swords and gold and other things. It's very cryptic, but you see this mural as you descend, and when you get to the bottom floor, it kind of expands into a little bit of a house, and you can see it's just very simple, and you see there's some just black and white flowers on some shelves, and there's just some bags on the ground that like just have some grain in them, and it seems like it's just kind of a storage space, and then the door that leads out the tower.
I wonder if this is the town that existed that, what's his name, that Mr. Fish destroyed. Wonder, but that still doesn't explain why that banner's up at the top. Well, I don't think there's much else for me here. And I'll dispel etherealness and pop back to the room.
The desert town and the watchtower fades away, and boop, you are back in the room. But Norman and Zippy are not there, but you can hear their voices in the distance, like it's echoing down a cave.
Oh, for God's sake.
Can we see him?
Norman? Zippy?
Darian!
You guys can see him.
Darian, we figured out the riddle. Look away from our voices and back up towards us.
What riddle? What are you talking about?
Here, I use Mage Hand, and it appears in front of him, and it points at the wall, and it says, "Look there," and then it goes as a thumb back and says, "But back up towards us."
You gotta roll a d20 first.
I was gonna say, it's a mage hand.
Natural 1.
Oh,
It
Natural
slaps Darian
1?
in the face.
Oh my. Okay. Let me roll my thing.
It tickles him a bit.
oh my.
Ooh, Norman.
Norman, you are petrified for 1 minute. You become stone as you do this in the hallway.
So just come back.
Norman?
Zippy, you see this happen.
No, Zippy, what happened?
I don't know.
Oh. I trying to deduce what Norman was trying to explain, I look around and just start walking backwards.
Okay, you continue walking backwards, and you actually bump into Norman, who falls over in his stone form.
Oh my gosh!
I'm stoned.
What?
You killed
I'm
him!
What?
Oh, so now you don't have to use the spell Meld into Stone. You can just do it. What a waste.
This. Oh my gosh! What happened to him? Should we do something? What should we? How do we fix this?
Lesser restoration.
I don't know.
Has a minute passed yet?
You can wait a minute trying to figure out what to do, and then Norman, you come back to life.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
Whoa.
awesome!
What?
You're okay.
What happened?
I fixed it.
We tried to think for a minute, but nothing came to our minds.
Darian,
think it
you
was-
you saved me.
You know, I've read this book called The Secret once, and I was putting those messages out into the universe to just get rid of that petrification, and it seems to have worked.
Oh,
so
The
I'm
Secret is
going
a
to
lot
take
like
credit
that.
for
It's
it.
really good.
I read a book once called The Secret Garden. It was about two Bramble Patch bunnies. One was in a wheelchair because his poor bunny legs got too tired from working the fields too
And he has a
long.
lump on his back,
And
right?
the
I've
other-
read that book.
Can we talk about this later when we're not trying to repair our airship?
Such a good book.
Oh, right, Darian. What did you find? Where did you go? You were gone for quite a while.
Yeah, honestly, I don't quite know. It seemed, if I understood this correctly, it seemed like it was this area before, long ago, there was a tower with a light, a telescope on top, pointing at the moon. And
Darian, I don't see no tower or moon anywhere.
neither do I, but the
So how can you know it was the same place?
The house that I was in
looked a lot like the house that we passed through to come into this cave in the first place.
Darian, this looks like a lot of houses. Houses are houses, Darian.
No, it's a very unique ancient architecture, Zip. It's not just some...
I'm sure a lot of houses were built like that a while ago, Darian.
Look.
But how can you be sure?
Look, at the top of the tower, there was a banner, and on it was the banner of the Calm Cloud Monastery.
What?
Yeah,
But that's like across the sea. That's nowhere near here, Darian.
that's the strange part. It wasn't across a sea, it was bordering a desert. And there was this oasis. There's no desert on the island, is there, Norman?
But there's no desert near here, Darian.
Well,
We do have a pretty vast field full of geysers. It could have been before. That fish, if what he said is actually true, said he, destroyed it and changed the landscape.
But there's so much water here with all those geysers. How could it have ever been a desert?
so
The-
I'm thinking to myself, do I know, Seth? Do I know how old the Calm Cloud monk tradition is?
You don't have to roll a history check. You were never, you don't know how old it is. You just know it was very old, and that Master Matsumura was a part of this. Well, the Calm Cloud Monastery used to be a lot of members, but it was only Master Matsumura and your siblings when you were there. But he told you about the old days when there was lots of monks running around, and it was a long-standing tradition and monastery. So you know it's old, but you don't know exactly like when it was founded or how it was founded or anything like
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna clear my throat and I'm gonna look at that tattoo on my forearm, and I'm gonna say, "You really think that you saw something in the past, Darian?"
Well, I'm not totally sure. After this wild magic came flooding back into the room and I was placed in this desert space, it just... I couldn't quite discern, but I assumed I was at least in the same area I was before, based on the architecture, but that's... it's all an assumption.
I hold up my forearm, and trying to hide the urgency from my voice, I say, "It looked like this. You're sure?"
Yes, I'm sure.
I don't know what this means, but
So you can time travel now, right?
No, I think whatever this magic is in this space did something wild to the spell. I don't think that's a normal occurrence. That's not how the spell works.
Can you go back to when my finger was cut off, please?
I,
Can you be there for me like you weren't?
oh,
you know what, Darian? Zippy's
Look,
in a bit of a mood. He's feeling a little
I can
accusational today.
I'm not in a mood.
That's-
He just claimed he could do time travel.
I'm not
just
claiming
saying what I want.
Look, we can talk about this more after. I think let's just get our ship repaired and get out of here, okay?
Darian's signature line. We can talk about this after. Like, does anyone know he says that like every episode?
Well, we've been standing in this cave you've been here longer than I have, but our ship Aesop is waiting with our ship out there. I want to get that out of that field.
You're right. Let's keep moonwalking. And I moonwalk out of there.
So you guys are moving backwards, moonwalking as you were. And all the while, Zippy, you get there first. And you notice that you're there, or you can turn around because the hallway opens up and you can see you've entered into a room. And you turn around, and sure enough, you're in a room. And there's all these balls of water kind of floating around. Some hit the wall. The surface of the water ripples, and then it bounces off. And they're all kind of just floating throughout the space like it's zero gravity. You feel gravity, though, so it's not actually like that. There's these balls of water just everywhere around, and it's this circular room that stretches about 60 feet up. And there's balls of water all throughout, like little minefield. But there's also this giant column of water coming from a hole in the ceiling that is pouring down. It's pouring down, and it gets kind of transferred into these three just pools, and it gets like flushed down that way, and it's going throughout the caves more down. There's boulders and things all around the room as well. It looks like it's a little caved in, but there's also a hole at the top of the ceiling next to the one that has water rushing out of it. Darian and Norman, you moonwalk into the room as well. And all the while, Norman, you're kind of staring at your calm cloud tattoo. And as you're going further and further backwards and you enter into the room, you notice it actually starts to light up. And all of your tattoos light up. Like when you normally use a spell, your tattoos kind of glow the teal color for a bit. But this time, all of your tattoos are just glowing and you're not even doing any magic. But you can feel the weight of the magic in the area is even stronger the further you go in this cave. But this lightning tattoo, or this god of storms blood that you tattooed into your arm, is actually reacting, and it kind of gives you a jolt in your arm. And you feel like you just unlocked a new power with it, specifically that you could cast a second spell during your turn as a free action, and it doesn't even cost a spell slot. So...
What?
What?
And he can only do it once per day.
So second spell in a round
once
per day. That doesn't cost a spell slot.
For just walking into the room?
No, just for having the blood in his arm kind of activate finally, because he tattooed himself. That's kind of Norman's thing, is the tattoos.
That is so flippin' amazing!
I thought he was like a singer or something. Alright. Alright. We clearly need to get up to the roof over there to see a hole up there. And this looks like there's some 0G water stuff going on. I got a plan. I'm gonna start at the edge of the room. I'm gonna put my bucket out. And I'm going to start walking in a circle, but I'm going to get closer and closer to the center of the room while continuing walking in a circle. And I imagine what's going to happen. At the same time, I'm going to pour water out of the bucket while this happens. So I assume the water is going to start flowing up while I do this. And once I get to the center of the room, we're going to have a nice circular pool that we can swim up to. And we'll have... we'll be able to get into the hole up there. You know what I mean? It's almost like a reverse water slide.
Wait. So you're circling the perimeter of the room while pouring the bucket water out.
Slowly, so it's not like all the water at once. There's a lot of water in here.
And how are you going to propel yourself up doing that?
By using my 4th level spell, you dingus. I'm going to use Control Water, which I can use Redirect Flow, and be able to reverse water slide up to the roof.
Sick.
I get it. Okay. Okay, Zippy, you want to go? You want to give this a go?
You think this bunny's just a pretty face? Nope. No one thinks that?
Nope, I don't.
No, I think he's pretty capable.
Rabbit's not my thing, but...
Does any of you side characters in my story here want to say anything cool?
Surf's up.
Okay, so you're gonna just so I'm perfectly clear, you're turning this bucket upside down.
Not all the way. Like tipping it so that like enough comes out. That's like, imagine like a pool noodle, but thick. And so, and so big enough for us to like swim comfortably up. And with the redirect flow and the 0G water going on, we should be able to get to the roof.
Okay, so give it a shot and you're going to cast Control Water.
Yeah, but I have to walk around the room first with this and like...
Are you sure we want to cast spells in this wild magic?
Yes.
First off, does Pepper sense?
Yes, actually, Pepper, when you enter the room, is still on your shoulder, Darian. And once you enter the room, it flies up into that second hole in the ceiling, the one without water pouring out of it, and is up there waiting for you guys, as if, you know, the air elemental
She's
went that way.
waiting for us. This is gonna work.
All right, Zip, take us up there.
All right. I circle the room while pouring the water out. And DM, does the water start like slowly going up as I keep walking around? All in a continuous stream from the bucket?
Oh, like a staircase. I get it.
Yes, it's like a staircase, yes.
It kind of does. Yeah, it starts to kind of flow up a little bit. Like it's also affected by whatever zero gravity water magic is happening.
Yes. And so I keep doing this until I'm comfortable with the amount that I poured out and I reach the center of the room, in which case I close the bucket and I cast Control Water on the stream that I have and redirect the flow of water. And I redirect it like up, I guess.
Up into the hole where Pepper is?
Yeah.
Didn't you have like a flying carpet?
Damn you, Darian! Why would you say that?
No, you're right. It's fine. I walk over and get in the water and try and go up.
You're getting in the water before he casts the spell.
Oh, I thought he
he
did
cast
cast
the
the
spell.
spell.
You gotta roll a d20 first.
I do.
Oh.
I don't think I do.
I think you do.
It's because it's a wild magic place.
Okay. Does everyone understand what this looks like? I feel like
It's like a zero gravity. It's like as you're pouring the water,
A reverse
zero gravity
water
up in a
slide.
slide formation. It's like a water slide without, the actual slide part.
Well, we're just gonna be sliding.
You're
up.
making a
Yeah,
spiral
you're gonna be
that
sliding
you're
up.
gonna
This
lift up
works.
into a giant
Yes.
curling ramp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll roll 11. You should.
Okay.
Why didn't anyone inspire me?
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
Okay, one second. I gotta roll my thing too. How much gold do you have on you?
What? It's like 20 gold, I think, is what I had left on me.
20 gold?
Yeah.
You have 20 potatoes.
No, I thought-
Spent most of it.
You have 20 potatoes.
No,
It turned into potatoes? Oh, use
Yeah.
this?
you had like 100 and something gold because we talked about the dagger. Remember?
Oh, right.
Right.
So you have 100 gold?
Shut up, Connor.
Something.
Okay, so you have 100 gold in your
What am I gonna do
backpack.
with all these potatoes?
Your backpack starts expanding and bulging, and just like 100 potatoes just start dripping out. Like you can't carry them. You're just dropping potatoes everywhere.
Was it worth it though, DM?
But your magic is controlling the water, but not in exactly the way you want. It's quite fast and violent, but it's spiraling up.
Someone going out.
And some of one of your potatoes rolls gets caught in the beginning of the slide and goes shoo, and then like shoots out. It doesn't get to the top, and it splats on the wall.
Whoa.
Okay, well, that was a potato with very little mass, so we should be good.
All right. Well, who wants to go in first then?
I think the guy who made the slide should take the ride.
Okay, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, this may seem like a wacky idea that I just came up on the fly in hopes that you would praise me, but yeah, I guess I'll do this. I like dip my toe in it.
Ooh,
Is anything
a little
happen,
cold.
DM? It's a little cold. All right. Yeah. What the heck? I'll dive into it.
Shoo, you are going fast. You're opening your mouth and it's like, this is mostly from the wild magic pool that you drained is what this is made of, but you're also slamming into some of these bubbles of water which are bursting. And you go all the way up and you made it safely and you shoot out the top and you pass by Pepper and you just kind of roll into the floor. And I'm going to make you roll the wild magic thing in a second. But
Woo!
Darian and Norman, are you going to do the same?
Yeah, I'll kind of like cannonball into the stream, I guess.
You go up. You hit some water balls on the way as well, but you land next to Zippy. Norman?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna jump in, but I'm going to. Can I get a vial of that water?
Of which water? The
water that's kind of
that's pouring from the ceiling, or one of the like floating balls of water?
The floating balls.
Sure, yeah, you can kind of scoop it.
Okay, I get like
It's
my
just
little vial, and
Yep. You get some.
Does there seem to be anything magical about it, or?
It seems to be wild magic water.
I cork it and I belly flop into the slide.
Splash! And then you're going like spread eagle up this, reverse slide. And then you land. Everybody roll a d20.
That's a 6.
Yeah, I got
for
an
me.
8.
Natural 20 of all times.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Nice. Actually, nothing happens to you. Norman D. You are perfectly fine, somehow. But
It's the spread eagle technique, man. That's the
it
only
was
way.
the spread eagle technique.
That's the only
It
way with
really,
these slides, guys. You gotta go spread eagle.
you gotta go spread eagle. The water just goes right off you. Zippy, what'd you get? Sorry?
An 8.
An 8? Zippy, you look
No more potatoes.
over at
please.
Darien, and you were incredibly frightened. He looks like the scariest, most intimidating thing you've ever seen.
So it's just Darien.
Yes. But you are frightened from him, and you kind of back up.
No, what are you screaming about?
Stay away! Stay away!
And Darian, what'd you get?
6.
Okay. So while Zippy's kind of scuttling back from Darian, and you're trying to figure it out, you feel your hand, Darian, pops off, and it falls on the floor. It starts to move and crawl, and all of a sudden, a body starts forming out of it, and you see another naked Darian standing there.
Ah!
This is gonna have some moral implications.
What is... Did my hand grow back?
No, you're missing your hand.
Oh, dear God. What is going on? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? By the Archfey. Oh my.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Hold on, come here. And I grab his shoulder.
Wait.
And you're scared of both of them, Zippy.
I want to play. No, you're no fair DM. I hate
That's
you.
the dice, man.
Let go of me.
I grabbed the other
I-
Darian's shoulder.
Hide in the corner.
You hide in the corner. Darian, you try to grab his shoulder, and other Darian just says, "Oh, stop touching me. We don't have time for this. We need to continue in this dungeon."
We'll talk later, right, Darian?
That's where we're going to take a break. Hey, what's happening, all my cheapskates? It's your boy, DM Seth, here for another mid-roll. I'm going to keep this one super quick because this is a long episode and I don't want to take up any more of your time than I have to. All right, so first up, the ways you can support the show. You can do it through monetary means if you're into that with our Patreon. There's kind of reward tiers there. We've just revamped that. So Patreon, you can support us on that. Or other ways you can support us that they're absolutely free. You can rate us on iTunes, follow us on Twitter, and retweet our stuff. Or just, tell your friends and family about the show and try and get them hooked on it too. Any of your support means the world to us, and we really appreciate you even listening to this episode. So thank you in advance for that. Other than that, we have a shout out for Jacob Goudreau again. We use some of his music in this episode, and he makes custom tracks for us. It's so sick, and thank you again, Jacob. You are the MVP behind the scenes. And other than that, man, I always forget to pull up my calendar. You'd think one day I'd learn. Come on. I'm on my laptop. Got a touchpad. There we go. August 6th is going to be the next episode release, so 2 weeks from today. August 6th, Season 2, Episode 4. And actually, I think that one after that, on August 20th, is going to be maybe a 1-year celebration thing. Because we're coming up on our 1 year, everybody. We're 1 year into this crazy adventure. So thank you for joining us for this ride, and hopefully you'll stick around for more. That's all I got. I'll let you get back to the episode. Thanks again for listening, everybody, and enjoy. And we are back, and you guys are standing in this hallway that you've just climbed into using this water slide, reverse style. And you can hear the rushing water of the pillar of water behind you and everything, but you can see it's just a straight hallway. But first, Zippy, you are scared of the two Darians, and Darian, there's a second Darian that's naked right in front of you.
Stay away from me.
What the
There's
hell
two
is
now.
What the hell is
okay.
going on?
What the hell is going on exactly?
Can you put some clothes on? Can we cover him? Oh my goodness.
Give me some of yours.
Here, I pass him my cloak so he can just cover himself.
Okay, he ties it around his waist so it covers just the front, but the back is wide open.
Nice.
It's not a very big cloak, I guess.
I'm gonna say,
What is going on?
Hey, 1 second, Zarians. Zippy, look at me. I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions.
Would that actually do anything, Seth?
Roll a d20.
Oh,
Me?
stop casting spells!
The natural 20 again.
Did you actually?
No, but 19.
Oh, 19?
Yeah.
Okay, so you, your face, a beard starts to form, and
Well, now I
you grow
really look
this
like a goat.
You grow this extremely long beard of feathers. It's made of feathers.
Whoa.
But since you rolled high enough to, it will go through a little bit, so you can calm Zippy down.
Okay.
Can we
So I'm
all
no
just...
longer scared of Darian, or what?
Yeah, the spell, your frightened emotions and state kind of cool down, and you kind of regain your senses. And the frightened was only going to last for a minute anyways, so it kind of just dissipates.
Look,
And
can
I
we
didn't
all
realize that.
just calm down for a moment and stop touching water, stop casting spells? Let's just figure out what the heck is going on.
Guys, look at this great big beard. What color are the feathers?
Wait a second.
White.
Why are there two Darians?
My hand
Zippy.
popped off and grew into a Darien. Look, I don't have a hand anymore.
What? Why would it... How do we know you're the real... Why would a... This Darian has both of his hands. Why would you be the real one? You don't have a hand. That's kind of weird.
Because the other Darien is naked.
He does... he has clothes. It looks like you stole some of his.
No, I gave him a cloak to cover his crotch.
That's not
I
what
don't want
this
you all
looks
of you
like.
staring at it.
Looks like he just managed to take one piece away before you took all of it.
Oh my Lanta.
Prove it! Prove you're the real Darian!
How would you like me to prove it?
Okay, why did you get mad at me back in the market?
Which market? The one back in Orem or the one back in...
I said you look
Pokemon?
like a damn what?
Wait.
Called me a lizard.
No, you called... What?
Oh,
Fuck off, he was asking me.
damn. The real Darian knew.
You said I looked like a lizard man. I got so furious that I ran off and changed colors and seasons, I suppose.
Look, and then I got super drunk in a bar
did
and
get
met
drunk.
Jezzy, and then you fell in love with her. Turns out he has a husband. Turns out he's kind of racist. Of
you
course
know
I
that?
know what's going on.
I thought I hit it so well.
What's this?
That you just realized now that they knew you liked Jesse.
I don't know what you're talking about. She's just a friend, guys.
Alright, they both kind of check out with their stories here. Well, I don't like the handless Darian, because you'd think if someone lost a hand, they'd be more worried. But
Zippy,
I'm
worried.
freaking out right now. I've lost a hand. There's a new me who's naked. Please stop
Calm
staring
down,
at him, by the
fake
way.
Darian.
Like,
You can tell this
excuse
one's
me?
fake because he's getting upset. I try to stay level-headed in all things.
Oh, good.
that's true, he does do that. He stays level-headed.
Listen, Zippy, my head feels weird. I can't really remember the last 30 minutes or so. But
oh, it's okay, you didn't do much anyways.
I fear when I casted the etherealness spell that I accidentally started a wild magic thing, and I
I
guess
see,
this
and now
Darian
you're-
took over my body.
Oh, I see.
What are you talking about?
So
Oh,
the one
my
who joined us
goodness.
and went up my cool water slide, he was trying to use us this whole time.
Exactly.
What? Oh, I'm
That-
going.
So,
Oh,
why
I'm
is his hand
so
missing
pissed.
then? Did you manage to cut his hand off, or what happened?
No.
I must have. With my Switch, but where... He has my Switch!
No. Oh, good Lord Almighty, Zippy! I'm going to. You are so much trouble later after this all sorts itself out. Goodness
He's threatening
gracious
me, Darian.
One hand, Darian, you should hand the sword over. Hand over the
Don't
sword.
go near my sword.
Calm down. I know you're a clone, and that's scary.
Don't you call me a clone! Goodness gracious! And Darian just flashes gold and has changed seasons into summer.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, Darian, why don't you just tell us how you feel instead of showing us,
Look, don't touch my sword. Can you just go away for a minute? Looking at naked me.
He's
Just let me
covered.
talk.
How? He's not naked. He's covered.
He's mostly naked, Zip. Oh my.
I'm
If he was
mostly
truly from the
naked,
Feywild,
too.
he would know that this is sometimes an appropriate garment to wear.
Yeah, that's
Excuse me?
Right.
You think the Eladrin are all walking around naked? He clearly
Not
has
all
never
the
been to
time, just
Feywild.
for the summer festivals.
That's not like a real thing. There was a couple drunk people walking around. That's not actually a tradition.
Yes, well, I joined in, didn't I?
Look, there was a lot going on that day. Mistakes were made.
what else did you do?
Oh, well.
We can talk about it another time, but just
Oh, yeah, that's definitely Darian. Talk about it later.
Yeah, honestly.
yeah. We got places to be, right? You can't talk about these things now, right, Darian?
can
Hey,
we just figure?
Robe Darian, what else did you get into?
Look,
Well, I got together with my friends, and we kind of went into the woods, and...
hey, don't tell my story for me.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Look, stop talking. You're not allowed to tell my story for me. That's not allowed. Just
Darian, are
stop
you gonna
it.
let one-handed Darian talk to you like that?
You're not very calm for an Eladrin who's supposed to be Darian. He's the most level-headed person I know.
I'm literally staring at a clone of myself that grew out of my hand that popped off my body. I don't understand how calm you want me to be in this.
Yes, and
All right, Darian, you don't need to shout, okay? You can relax.
And now, my two so-called friends/companions are starting to side with my hand clone and are trying to take my weapons and clothes from me. I think I'm pretty justified in feeling a little freaked
But how
out
would you
about that.
feel if you were in this position too? And the person who's holding the dangerous weapon, we weren't sure if he was real or not.
Look, I know I'm real.
It dodges the question. That's Darian. He dodged the question.
All I know is I'm real, and stay away from my sword.
You know what? I never really doubted, but that alone shows that that's the real Darian, because Darian's always been really protective of that blade.
Norman,
Well, I want it back.
Can you cast Dispel Magic?
Well, it's my last time. Oh, no, it's my second last. All right, cool. Dispel magic.
You're casting Dispel Magic?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a d20 real quick.
Oh,
Oh my
crap, spells. Damn it!
12.
Okay. Nothing special happens, but the magic is dispelled, and you see Naked Hand Darian go, "Oh, no, please! I see her. I see my friends. I'm coming. No!" And he fades away, and the magic is
Damn.
dispelled, and the cloak that he was wearing as a covering falls to the floor.
I
And
pi-
your hand pops back on Darian.
Oh, good.
Now we know what would happen if Darian ever died. Who's this girl, Darian?
Ooh.
She's,
Is it Jizzy?
Oh, no, we don't have time for this, Darian. No, we don't have time for this. Let's keep moving.
No, I agree. I agree. I'm done with this whole moment. I pick up my cloak and I put it back on and I keep walking.
Okay, you guys keep walking down the tunnel, and you come across a chasm. It's a large pit, and there's this white smoke coming from below, but it's quite a large distance to get to the other side, where there's this colored, like, red rainbow-ish wall. It kind of looks like a mirage in the distance, but you can see the continuation of the tunnel across this giant pit. But before you enter into the pit room, you see some shoes in the corner that are tip-tip-tapping along. And they're just shoes and they're empty, but they're kind of like skipping in place. Like one is bopping up while the other one's down and so forth.
Does it look like it's going to a certain beat?
It kind of does. It's like tap-a-tap-a-tap-a-tap-a-tap-a-tap.
I start snapping to it, at least matching the rhythm.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
You snap, and it kind of notices you, and it kind of spins in place, and it jumps out into the chasm, and it lands on this square just a few feet away from where the pit starts. And you can see a square lights up. It looks like it's walking on this colored square that just arose out of nowhere. And you can see it starts to hop squares to squares while these green, like they start changing colors as it jumps onto it. And the whole time it just goes like do 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 do, and then it spins and points at you guys.
Okay, we have to obviously do the same thing he just did in the same melodical sound.
That took like 3 seconds. Damn it!
What else was it going to be?
Yeah, you're right.
Darian, you go first since you're the most musical of us.
I do know how to play the flute, but we've never talked about it before. Let's continue.
I didn't know you were a musician, Darian. What?
I am.
We should jam.
I'm a man of culture.
Darian, can you sing to us the tune that we just heard so we can all hear the right pitches and whatnot?
I've never claimed to be a vocalist, and I mimic the tapping shoes.
Does he nail it?
I don't know. You have to do it.
What do you mean I have to do it?
He was just doing it with his mouth to give us the sound.
All right, let's do this. Doo 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 doo.
Yay! That's right. So you do that while skipping along on the invisible platforms.
Yeah.
You do it at the same beat, and you land on the same platform as the shoes.
All right, fellas, let's go.
Zippy, do you want to go first?
I'll just take the magic carpet across and I float over.
You get on the magic carpet and you fly over, but there's this wall, the colored wall there that you can't tap through.
Stupid. All right, I'll do it next. Do 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 do.
You nailed it.
Bam down, bam down.
Slowly start falling through the floor. You slowly start falling through the floor as you say that, and you fall.
What? No, I didn't mean.
Completely.
No, that was just me. Like once I crossed, I did that with my.
And
mouth.
you fall into the pit. And you see Zippy just go. Ah!
No, come on.
And then you hear him coming from above. Ah! And then he keeps falling through, and it's like a portal where he's endlessly falling.
Okay, I want to reset.
You pull out your magic carpet and you
Yeah.
stop yourself from falling, and then you reset.
Do 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 do.
You nailed it.
Okay, I'll just tighten the laces on my pink shoes and do the same thing. Do 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 do.
Ooh, a little high, but it's good enough.
Oh.
Yeah, he did a little reverb there.
All right. The shoe taps again, and it goes on for another set. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da da. Your go. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da da. Close enough. You got it.
Ba, 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 da, ba. Ba, 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 da, ba. That was me, Zippy.
Good enough. Norman?
What?
No, that was good enough for Zippy. Norman, you got to do it again.
Oh, okay, I gotta do it. Oh, I hit my mic. Oh shoot, what was it?
Would you like me to do it again?
No.
No, I got it.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
The shoe keeps it tapping for a last one. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Bop. Ba-da-da-boy. And it does a little jazz feet.
God.
Do 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 do. Wah, ba da ba do ba.
Good enough. You got it.
Good enough. That's all I need. I get
And
through.
you are off to cross the other side, Norman.
Nice. Guys, it's easy. Just improvise.
I don't know if I caught that one. Norman, can you do that one again?
You know what? In one ear, out the other. You know, I already forget it. It's like do 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 do.
I don't think you did it right the first time.
Ba ba ba.
Do 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 do. Ba ba ba.
Close enough. You got it.
Woo! Kind of close.
Do 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 do. Ba ba ba.
You slowly start falling through because
What?
like you lagged on the last note, but you grab the edge and you make it over. And the shoes just kind of tip tap back across to the other side. You made it through my singing puzzle. Congratulations.
Yay!
You guys continue through this cave, and it starts to open up into kind of a street. But it looks like it's caved in, and there's rocks and boulders and cave-ins everywhere. But you see there's lots of kind of tiny houses along the sides, and it leads to this tilted leaning tower of pizza tower. It goes to this leaning tower in the distance that is embedded in the wall, which, Darian, you kind of recognize even more clearly as a similar tower to the one you saw in the ethereal plane. Yes, you were pretty much correct.
Oh, Norman, this is it. I mean, it's a lot more ruined and destroyed, but this is the small town I was in, and that tower over there looks to be the tower I was in. That tower is where there was the banner.
The calm cloud banner, you say?
Yes, located at the top.
I look at my tattoo.
You look at your tattoo, and it's still glowing.
It's still glowing. Okay. There's something very intriguing about this place. Is it all right with you guys if we move forward?
One second. I want to reach into my bag of holding and pull out Mr. Fish.
Okay.
And
you pull him out. It's a beautiful moxie fish.
Excuse me, Mr. Fish. Is this the city you destroyed before?
Oh, couldn't live without me for 30 minutes, could you, Darian? Had to take me out for a talk, right? It's because we're the same. We're brothers, remember?
Oh.
What was your question? I totally blanked.
Okay. Look, this town, that tower, is this what you destroyed before? What was it?
I don't know. My memory's a little foggy in this bottle.
I shake
need
the
more
bottle.
room to think.
I shake the bottle.
Ah! Stop! Okay, yes, clearly I didn't do a good job. Open the lid and I'll finish it off.
Okay, no thank you.
Hold on. Ask it. Draken, Gragus.
Yes.
Do you
Thank
recognize...
you for the respect.
No problem, powerful sorcerer. Do you recognize this? And I show him my tattoo.
Oh. That's the symbol, or what do you call it? A flag of, like, Wesnia? That's kind of the symbol?
What?
Of, like, the country?
This
Weird
is...
thing to get tattooed, my dude.
It is. It is.
Wait, you're saying this was the banner of the country itself?
Yeah. Did I stutter, Darian? God, maybe it's because you shook the bottle too much that my speech is broken.
Look, if you keep this up, Mr. Fish, I'm gonna cut that pompadour right off the top of your head.
Oh, you'd love to try, but I'll nibble your fingers off.
Does this facade ever cool off, or is this just kind of you?
No, that's kind of just me. That's why everyone loved me. Jokes, everyone hated me, obviously. But as an evil sorcerer, I don't mind. It's kind of nice, you know, to be hated. Fuels me.
When you're a fish, can
Yes.
I know that you're a fish, but because you're a sorcerer, can you leave the water? Like, can you go explore as like a flying fish or anything like that?
No, I am strictly water-based for the rest of my life, apparently.
So, can you become a non-fish if you want to, or are you like literally stuck as a fish?
I don't know, I never wanted to not be a fish. The one day when I became a fish, I just wanted to be a fish so bad that I became one, right? I imagine it would work the other way if I wanted to become human, but who wants that deal?
Ugh,
How
what
are
a
we to
pain.
believe that you're really Draken Gragas if you've been swimming around in wild magic water? How are we not to assume you're just some fish who's gone crazy with magic?
How do I not know you're still the clone? Yes, I overheard.
You were in a pocket plane. There's no way that could have happened.
I have large ears, Darian.
Darius.
All right, well,
I don't know, you just have to trust me.
hold on.
How does anyone prove anything, stupid?
Okay, anyway, back to Wesnia. What happened after you destroyed the country? Were there survivors? What took place?
No, I really made sure there was no survivors. I guess technically, the hand soap that kills 99.9% of bacteria, I kind of did that, and I guess there could be a 0.1% that survived. But I did a thorough job. I'm like hand soap. I'm like the hand soap of wizards. I mean sorcerers.
Does the name Matsumura sound familiar to you?
Matsumura. I knew a Matthew. Didn't show up to my birthday when I was a child. No, I don't know a Matsumura.
Okay, you were before his time then. Okay, thank you.
I'm going to put you back in the bag now, but thank you for answering
Come
my
on.
questions.
I'll behave.
If you agree
Kind
to,
of.
agree to keep your mouth shut for a little bit, then you can stay out for a little bit.
We both know I can't do that.
You're gonna go back in that bag, rather
No,
than-
okay, I'll keep it closed. I just want to see the sights.
All right, fine. I keep him out for now. As we continue forward.
You put him on your belt, and Draken looks over to Zip, and he's like, I was totally lying.
Me.
What? What was that noise?
What?
What was that
What
noise?
I said, eh.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, meep.
I don't know, I shrug.
Okay. You shrug. And what do you guys want to do? You want to continue through the town?
Yeah, kind of inspecting, I think, some houses and stuff as we go, see if we can recover anything.
I go and try to open the one closest to me to the left.
You open the closest one to your left,
Yeah.
and you go inside, and you see it's like the
I
house,
locked
all
the
the
door.
furniture's... Okay, you lock the door behind you before even hearing what I have to describe inside. So now you are locked in a room with two flumphs.
What is a flumph?
I'm glad you asked. A flumph is like a floating jellyfish being with these two tendril-like eyes on top. It's just kind of floats there, and there's two of them, and it looks like they were eating at this like rock table that they put together. And they turn over to you, and they're like, "Brr!" And then they speak to you telepathically, and they're like, oh, hello, guess, hello. It's in your
Hello.
head. They can't actually speak.
Hello. Can I talk back to them telepathically?
Yep.
Hello. My name is Zippy Westboro, and I've come here in search of a will-o'-the-wisp.
What?
A wispy figure. He ran away from our ship, and we own him. He needs to come back.
Oh.
He's not like you two. He's more like wispy.
Zippy,
Oh,
why did you
Zippy.
lock the door?
You came to the house that I ran into?
Well, you ran in and locked the door. It looked kind of suspicious.
Oh, more guests, more guests.
No, they're outside the door. You're talking to me.
No guest, no guest. And then it looks at you and it's like, Wispy, in the tower.
Is there any traps in the tower or anything?
Maybe. Probably not. No, definitely not. Maybe.
Is the door locked up front?
No hands. Can't open doors. Just float. Float.
Well, I can float too. And then I float with the magic carpet rolled up on my
In
back.
sync, the two Flumphs go like, one of us, one of us, one of us.
Take me to your leader. I'd love to be more like you guys.
Flumph, leader, Flumph, captain, Flumph, chief. And then they start flying, and they're like bumping into the door, and they're like, trapped, dying, going to die, trapped in here, dead, never open, can't open doors, dead, dying, going to die.
The door.
And it gets louder and louder.
I unlock the door.
Oh, Savior, the chosen one, our hero. I love you. What about me? I'm your husband. No, hero husband now. I am okay with this. And then they float out, and they see you two, and they're like, more guests, more guests.
I've married one of these jellyfish. Carry on.
And they float by you, Darian and Norman, and more Flumphs are coming out of the houses, and you can hear it's getting kind of loud in your head, and they're all like, yes, strangers, heroes maybe, I love them, stop. And then they keep floating, and then one jellyfish that looks exactly like the rest comes out, and they're all like, chief, captain, leader, chief, leader, captain, cheer us, greet guests, greet. And the one floats over to you three, and it's like, hello.
Hello.
And that's it.
What is going on here?
We eat, we survive, we happy, live here, families.
How ancient is your race?
Ancient? New word, ancient.
How long have
They don't understand.
How long have you been down here?
Long, as long as I can remember. Born here, generations.
Have you ever seen people down here?
Yes. Guests. I love guests.
How-
Guests.
When and how many?
Normandy, I don't think they have a good sense of time being underground and probably have no clocks down here.
Clock. And then one of them is like, I have a clock. I'm kidding. Excuse me, guys. I'm the scientist here. No, none of them do that. Yeah, they don't have clocks or anything. But one of them speaks up and it's like, long time ago. Not that long. Recent guest. Few flumphs ago.
Is that like is that like how many died since? Like, we measure our time by who dies next.
You cannot
about 3
discern the
flumphs
meaning
ago.
of it, but it was about 6 to 10 flumphs.
So I
Whatever.
think, guys, if they say flumphs, I think that means... I don't know what that means, actually. No, never mind.
Look, I've met.
Normandy.
Look, a Flumph is a species that I've encountered before. They exist in the Feywild as well. All the Flumphs I've talked to have been rather intelligent, however. Yet it seems like many of you
Darian, I
aren't
wouldn't
familiar with the outside world.
Darian, I wouldn't call them stupid if I were you.
I'm
That's
not
what you're doing.
calling them that. Zip.
You basically
I
are
think that's
them.
exactly what you said.
I'm sorry they didn't know the term ancient. I've never met.
I'm
a Flumph who's
stupid.
never...
I'm stupid too. Stupid together.
Darian, what have you done? You've been so
Is this because you've been down here for so long? Do you not know much of the outside world?
World? World is Flumph. Flumph is here. We all Flumph together.
I'll flump with you.
That was
Oh,
awesome.
Flumph off. Okay. Are we able to pass to the tower then?
Tower, Flumph. Tower is good. Tower, fine. Go. Guest went there. Guests go there often. Flumph.
Who was the recent guest?
Yeah, often. Who were the recent guests?
One. Armor Man.
Armor Man. That's a cool
Armor.
name.
Not cool. He dead.
Oh.
Who-
Where did
How
he
did
die?
he die?
Died by death. Died over tower. Near tower. He's dead.
Is
How
is
did
his
he
body,
die?
Is his body still there?
Body, yes. Can't pick up or move body. Wish I could because I it's an eyesore, but I can't even open doorknob. If door is closed, we die.
Can you show us where the body is? Can you lead us there?
Yes. And the Flumph chieftain starts floating over to the tower at the end of the street.
How How did he die?
He already said that.
He
I already
died.
asked him that.
He just died. He died dead. They die. Everyone dies. Even Flumphs. We all Flumph one day.
Yes, what was the cause, though?
Cause?
What
Death.
made him die?
Death. They clearly don't know how he died.
Zippy.
I'm gonna search the body.
Okay, so you get to the tower and you see it's a recently deceased. It's a corpse, but it's deceased about maybe a month ago. It's a lady, but they don't have armor on, and they're just kind of sitting there, and they're slumped over. But they look like they're just wearing like commoner clothes, and they have a gauntlet of like this large suit. Like it looks like a heavy deal gauntlet, like from heavy armor, that is wrapped around her throat, and it's just stayed there. But there's no other sight of any other armor set.
Can I try to like take the gauntlet off?
Yep, you can, and it just releases.
Okay, I'll hold on to it.
Okay, you have the gauntlet.
Is it?
You have the Infinity Gauntlet.
Is it the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you gonna snap your fingers?
No, there's no Infinity Stones in it.
That's
Did
true.
you look?
I think
There's
the
actually
DM
5
would
out of the
tell
6 in
me
there,
something
so-
important like that was on the gauntlet.
There's 5 out of the 6 stones in there, so you
Okay.
could pretty much bend. I'm kidding. It's just a regular gauntlet. So
Okay, she looks definitely murdered.
Yeah. Flubs, are these why the? Is this how we?
Flub,
is-
ha 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 ha, and they all laugh, and it's like echoing in your head. They're like, Flub, no. Flumph, yes.
Flumps, is this how she died? Was she get strangled like this? Gauntlet to throat style.
Yes.
There we go. Well, that seems pretty natural. If there's obviously a scuffle.
Darian, Zippy, let me try something here. I'm going to get on one knee in front of the dead body, and I'm going to put my hand on the side of their face, and I'm going to grip my amulet with my right hand, and I'm going to say, "By the power of Royce, may the dead lend their voice." And I'm going to cast Speak with Dead.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Okay. So Norman, you bend down and grip their face, and I feel like you've probably tried to do this in the past as a young person, just to see if you had any connection or it felt right to you. But now, for some reason, it works. Maybe the extra magic gives you the power needed to communicate with the dead, but you're going through. And Norman, you feel the world around you fade away. And guess where you see yourself now?
Where?
In a fishing boat in a silver sea. And across from you in the boat is a living version of the dead body you just touched.
And is she still, like, decomposing and dead, or does she look as she once did?
Nope, she looks like she once did, but she's kind of confused and is just looking around and sees you and is like, Where are we?
You're in a safe place. Hello, my name is Norman D. And I'd like to ask you a few questions, if that's all right.
I was dead. I was being tortured. This is the first moment of peace I've had. I've just been burning and being tortured, but who are you? And they kind of get locked into position, and you may ask your questions that you have for them. But before you do, I should mention that Zippy and Darian, on the outside of this vision, what you see is just that the corpse has kind of become animated a little bit where it's lying, and the mouth is kind of moving and is saying the words that Norman's hearing as well. So you're kind of in on the conversation, a little bit of an outsider perspective, but Norman can also like hear you guys and is aware of your presence. So, you know, if you want him to ask questions to her, you can kind of like feed those in through him. Anyways, Norman, your questions?
Okay. You're at the entrance of a large leaning tower. What brought you there?
Treasure. Well, not for me. For someone else.
Were you forced by someone else to get this treasure, or was it of your own fruition?
Own fruition.
What was the treasure?
Don't know. But they said it would help me. It'd help me find someone I needed to find.
What killed you?
My suit of armor. I tried to open the door to the tower using Mage Hand and Thaumaturgy and things like that, and the surge turned my armor into a living being, and it got spooked because it was like it said that it felt like its own skeleton inside it came alive and was attacking them. So it shot me out and killed me.
Is there anything you want me to do for you after we're done this conversation?
Coffee'd be nice.
I meant more like letting someone know where you were, or
Oh no,
like
I got
that.
nothing like that. But if you could free me from the deep, it hurts so much. Get me out of here. If you could do anything, get me out of here.
I promise I'll do what I can to end the pain.
And the illusion fades away. And the boat and the sea fade away and snap back. We're back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. You're here.
Okay, I'm going to stay in my kneeling position, and I'm going to hold my amulet, and I'm just going to, under my breath, I'm going to say, Royce, if you hear me, spare this one. I'm going to stand up. All right, guys, she wasn't very forthcoming, but I got a little bit of information about that tower, and it's dangerous.
Dangerous in what way? That's rather vague.
I was just kind of coming up with some cool stuff to say. No, just kidding. So I was talking. I didn't even ask her name. Oh my gosh. So I kind of got this vibe that I can only ask like 5 questions, and I totally should have asked her name, but I didn't. And what can you do? So. She said that she used Mage Hand and Thaumaturgy to try to open this door from a distance, as any of us would do, and the magic in the tower, kind of shot into her armor and it made it destroy her. So there's some kind of defensive magic at this tower that will try its best to make our gear destroy us, or who knows what else.
What if it was just this wild magic we've been experiencing? Our spells have been going haywire since we came in here. It might have just been a stroke of bad luck.
That's
Ooh, Normandy, he may be right.
Wait, what was that, Zippy? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
He may be right.
Oh, sorry. I thought that's what you said. I just wasn't sure.
You guys notice Pepper is sniffing at the door to the tower?
Pepper, no! No, back away!
Hey, it's my pet. Slip
And
away.
Pepper kind of backs away, is spooked by everybody. And the door, 2 eyes open up, and a mouth goes across. And it looks at you 3 and just goes, door. Door. And the Flumphs go, door.
Guys, I promise it's a lot more threatening than it looks, okay?
Hello, door.
Door.
Open door?
Door. And you see, as it's like saying door and it opens its mouth, you can see on its uvula, its stone uvula, in its mouth is the handle to the door.
And its mouth is staying open?
No, it closes. It just opens when he says door.
Okay, well, how about we put this glove on someone that I have and just stick your hand through?
Glove.
That peeled off her neck.
Oh, right.
Hey, Zip, do you think we could try that doorknob beside the door?
Oh, yes!
See ya. Yeah, I don't see why not. That's a good idea, Darian.
Do you just stick it next to it?
Yeah, to the right, but so he can't see what we're doing. Like, it's a tower. It's not just like a flat wall. Like it's circular. Like it's like
Yeah, it's like a circular
right?
tower.
So we move away just enough so the door doesn't get jealous or something.
Door. And then you put it next to it, and the door frame opens, and you can go through.
What?
Wow.
Screw you,
Door.
door. All right.
Door.
I go through, but then sorry, there's a troll toll, guys. I only got potatoes now, so I need some gold. Promise me you'll share some gold with me.
I'll flip him a gold coin as I walk through.
Oh, okay. I'm not a peddler in Normandy, Darian.
You look at. I'm just paying the toll to come through the door.
I'm
You
saying
can set a
that
price.
if you run into some handful of gold from, I don't know, something or another, that you share it.
Look, I still gotta pay for that dagger, so I don't really have extra gold.
Whatever. Just
Oh.
flick me a coin.
I flip him the coin.
I do the same, and I walk in.
All right, I'll close the door.
You guys are now on the inside of the tower, and the eyes and mouth kind of like invert and appear on the inside now, and they're like, door! And they're kind of upset.
I was thinking
sorry.
like the brave little toaster.
Yeah.
Someone,
Like just-
Yeah, exactly.
someone literally died from touching you. I'm sorry, but you're a cursed thing, and I don't want anything to do with you.
It says door, and it's like understanding.
Guys, apparently, the lady back there, she died because, well, she was looking for a treasure, and she didn't know what it was, but she said it would help her find whoever she needed to find, and she was looking for it for someone else.
Okay, well, none of that is applicable to us right now. When I'm not looking for a treasure, I'm just looking for a wisp.
Well, I mean, why not, kill two birds with one stone? If we can get our air elemental back and we can find some treasure. I mean, you're out of
Darian,
gold,
you-
right?
Darian, you sneaky bastard. But sure, why not?
What do we see in the tower?
Was there anything else, Normandy, that we should know?
No, that's about it. That's all I got from her.
On the inside of this tower, you see it's much more rundown than you remember seeing it, Darian. But you go forward through the storage area. There's no storage or anything in here now. And you can see and hear wind rushing from the top of the tower. And you see, as you go further into the room, the mural, but it's all cracked and aged, and the stairs are kind of broken every now and then on the spiral up to the top. But you make an investigation, everybody.
12.
14.
15.
Norman, you got the highest, and you noticed just below the stairs, tucked away in the corner, near the bottom of this entire mural, is a signature of the person who painted it, and it says, "The Baron."
Hey.
Um,
Wait, the
and
Baron?
that's-
The same guy that made that... The Baron's muddy water. The guy that made the clay water.
Yep.
He's the same
the
guy
who
that...
made your statues in Orem.
He's alive today! Guys, everyone
He's
look.
alive today?
Guys, look, that signature right there says the Baron. The Baron was the same guy that made this bottle of clay stuff. I pull out the little bottle, and I say, and he's alive today because we know that he made our sculptures because the DM told us so last episode. This is
we have to
amazing!
go-
We have a link from now to back then, a live witness.
Not back to Orem. Ugh.
Well, we don't know if he's an
We
orc.
need to stop by there later to pick up some of our friends, but that's insane though. If he's still alive, working on things, he might be able to tell us some good information. That if Wesnia is the origin of the Calm Cloud Monastery and the monks, Norman, he might be able to answer some things for you.
Well, Yes, you're right. And damn, he must look great. I can't believe he's that old. That's amazing. But more on point, you're totally right, Darian. A massive link to my past and everything I've ever known. I can't believe it. It's actually accessible to us.
Next time we stop in Orem, we should try and find him.
You're on. And I give him I hold up my fist for a fist bump.
I bump it.
Boom.
I have no idea what you're talking
You
about.
guys are weird.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the Baron?
No. I probably killed them. I don't remember the names of everyone I killed, Darian.
I feel like you grossly overestimate yourself. All right, let's
Oh, yes. Oh, coming from the little elf boy with a sword who can only cast level 2 spells. Yeah, oh, I'm intimidated.
You're a fish.
Wait, only level
in a
2,
bottle.
Darian?
A beautiful fish.
Only
A-
level
a
2,
fish-
Darian? Only level 2?
I start chuckling and I
I'm not a
look at Zippy.
I'm not a primary spellcaster. I just do a
Well,
little bit
that's-
on the side, you know.
It's okay, Darian.
Well,
I mean,
very little on the side.
I mean, you shouldn't be too embarrassed. I mean, we all do what we can, right? I mean,
Okay, you're right. Yep, that's all. Let's all make fun of the Ranger's spell list. Okay.
Hilarious.
Let's move on.
Weakest class. Weakest class.
Whatever. You're a sorcerer who became a fish and lost all his powers. You're the weakest.
And I love life. Can you say the same?
Mostly, yeah, actually.
So you guys climb the tower, and you see the broken mural all the way you go up, but you get the basic information that Darian got as well. You get to the top, and you see there's no telescope, there's no nothing. It's just like if you look at the window, it's more just stone. It's like buried. There's no books or anything, but at the other corner, you just see a wind elemental kind of huddled over itself, just kind of going, I need to go further. The world is dangerous. Need the balloon.
This idiot. Ugh.
Are you Kane?
It's Hurry, you idiot! It's
Oh,
Hurry!
this is Hurry. Sorry,
I'm
Hurry.
Hurry! And then it blasts a gust of wind and a constant gust of wind at you guys, and you're all kind of pinned to the wall.
Oh, Hurry, chill, Hurry! Your brother Kane sent us. Oh my gosh.
No! And it just keeps blasting. What do you guys want to do?
I pull out.
Norman the Chalice.
Okay, I think you mean the sensor of controlling air elementals.
Whatever. It's a cup.
Oh yeah, here it is. I pull it out and I start burning I use prestidigitation to create a flame in my hand to start burning the incense in it.
All right, it's burning, but you need to get within 5 feet of it, and you're 25 feet away right now.
Darian, Zippy,
So
I
you
need to get closer.
Okay.
Okay, I can help here.
Hurry the whole time is just going like, get away from me!
Alright, 2 can play at that game then. I'll help you out, Normandy. I cast Gust of Wind. And I'll
Cast
take
Gust of Wind?
whatever stupid penalty you throw at me.
D20! See if it goes off or not.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting it was a wild magic.
16.
You go to cast
Let's make
it.
something clear first. The Gust of Wind is to propel Normandy forward towards it.
Okay, so you kind of scooch over behind Normandy, and you cast it, and instead...
It's like a Kamehameha against each other kind of thing. But
Yeah,
With
exactly.
me inside of it.
You go to cast it, and just party streamers come out of your fingertips. And they kind of blast back in your face.
Okay.
But then,
shoot.
as a delay, the wind gusts forward. It was just like the fanfare for it. Yeah.
What a stupid
And then
lame
the
party.
wind gusts forward. And Norman, you're slowly getting pushed like from the back closer to the wind, the air elemental.
And there's just streamers everywhere.
And there's streamers going
Some of it's
everywhere.
going up my ass.
And the longer you go, Zippy, the more streamers are just coming out. Like, it's still coming out. And you're kind of slowly getting pushed, but your gums are flapping in the wind, Normandy. And you're about half of the way there, just a little bit further. Darian, anything you can do to help, or...
Am I able to kind of jump in the gust of wind tunnel with him?
Sure, yeah. You kind of get like propelled by Zippy as well.
If I can get just in arm's reach of him, I'm going to also risk it and cast Misty Step on Norman to try and teleport him to basically the air elemental.
Okay. Roll a d20.
I'm definitely going to add Bardic Inspiration to that.
Yes!
Pulling it back. Okay. That bumps that up to 15.
15? Okay. Darian, as you go behind him and you're like, Misty Step, get all the rest of the way! Your hair all falls out as soon as you touch him. And you are completely bald. Your flowing locks are gone. And the little hair tie you had to have a little braid in the back, the little man bun thing going on from the picture, falls to the floor. And
Was it worth it, Darian?
was it worth it, Darian?
No.
Well, we'll see. By the way, do I still
Norman?
have a feather beard?
Yeah, you still have a feather beard. It's flowing in the wind right now.
That's amazing.
And you successfully Misty Step, even though the magic happened. You Misty Step, and you're right next to the air elemental.
Okay, I'm going to hold the sensor up to his face so he gets a good whiff of that smoke. And I'm going to say, cease and desist!
Go away! Oh, that smells nice.
It's like catnip for elementals. Take a good sniff, my friend.
Oh, I like it. And the gust of wind comes down, and all of you kind of fall to your knees, or Darian and Zippy, you do.
I throw a Pokeball.
Okay, it rolls once, it rolls twice, 3 times, stars appear, you've captured air elemental in the Pokemon. I'm kidding! This isn't a Pokemon D&D.
Man, can you imagine?
But no, the air elemental is successfully under your control.
All right. Under my control. All right, guys, I have an air elemental. We have it. Let's go.
Okay.
Guys, we did it.
What was that, Connor? What the hell?
I don't have my hair.
Oh, that's right. Darian, what happened to you?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's a good look. I mean,
Darian shifts to blue.
what season is this?
He's very upset that he lost all of his hair.
I mean, granted, Darian, I think we would have been fine without your Misty Step.
That's it's not helpful, Zip.
Darian, you know what?
A little.
It's all about the confidence, right? You know, some people got it, some people lose it, but you know what? It's all about owning up to it and owning it and making it your own. You know, some people
Just
that
imagining
bulb.
a huge tan line from never having his hair that low before.
That is exactly what is there. Even when you shift colors, it doesn't hide the tan.
Yeah, like
you-
it's blue, but then white on top.
Have you ever met an elf without hair?
Yeah, well, you kind of look like an orc, but I don't mean that in a bad way. You got the pointy ears, you know, but...
No, guys, come on. He looks fantastic. We should let him go out in public like this.
I just put Mr. Fish in the bag.
Oh, come on, I love it. Come on, cue ball, you bowling ball. I love it. Oh, come on.
It'll grow back, Darian. I mean, at least I hope it will. I mean...
We're definitely gonna need some fan art of this.
Yeah.
All fan art of Darian from this moment forward has to be bald.
Look,
That's a rule.
let's just get back to town. I'm going to find a spellcaster who knows the spell Regrowth, and I'll get it back and it'll be fine.
Yeah, but it'll never be the same.
Let's go.
So do you guys want to just head out now, or what?
Is there anything in the room?
Yeah, Darian, when you were here in your ethereal plane, was there any other place that you explored?
I looked around a little bit. The banner was on that wall, and there was a telescope looking at a moon.
And the telescopes is it here?
I don't know, is it?
It is not. You don't see any shattered thing. It looks like the telescope was removed.
Almost like maybe that was the treasure.
You never know.
Well,
Maybe the treasure was the friends we made along the way, huh?
no.
Oh. By the way, there's some gold in the corner.
I grab it. Does it turn into potatoes in my hand?
You got 250 gold, and it's not potatoes.
All right, I'm not sharing this.
That is definitely being split. I'm paying
No,
a
it's
spellcaster.
mine.
to get
Knock,
my
who's
No,
there?
it's mine.
That's not. No, I refuse to accept that.
Well, I refused when you took the tree soul, but you didn't say it. You said it was yours.
You weren't there in the tree. We're all here. We're splitting that gold.
Guys, I don't think 250.
We'll talk about this
gold-
later. We'll talk about this later, Darian.
No,
All right, let's
we're
get outta here.
splitting the
no,
gold.
we'll talk about this
and that's
later.
fine.
Guys, I don't
That's
think
final.
250 gold
We're
is.
splitting the gold.
I don't think that's the treasure. I think we should give this place a slightly more thorough sweep.
You can sweep. I'll start splitting the gold.
Okay, yeah,
No.
you do that. Hey, hurry.
Said
We're
I
splitting the
said
gold.
I got the gold. So who
and
has
we're
the
Zippy-
gold in
splitting
that?
the gold.
Zippy currently has a hold of the gold, yes. But Norman, you're talking to Hurry.
Yeah.
They just come up and they're like, hey, yeah, what?
When you swept through this place, did you go through every room, or did you just come straight up here?
No, I kind of just ran until I reached the dead end, which is this.
Did you pass by any rooms that looked like it would contain any treasure that humans would value or anything of interest?
No, but you can make an investigation check in this room.
You know what? I will totally do that.
Go for it.
Man, I really wish I could bardic inspiration myself. Nine.
9?
Yeah.
Can I before you say? Can I help him to give him advantage?
Sure. You get an advantage roll,
Okay.
Norman.
12.
That'll do it.
Yes!
There is one book out of all the books that were in here before. There's one that was left behind, yeah.
I grab it. Hey guys, look at this.
You grab it and you open it, and it feels like a rush of knowledge is just poured into you as you check it out. Please choose one of your ability scores to upgrade a point by 1.
Whoa.
What?
Wow, this are you sure?
Yes.
Damn.
Okay. So is that the small number or the big number?
Big number.
Okay.
It's like your dex, your strength, any of those, you can upgrade by 1 point.
I'm gonna do Constitution to get me up to +1.
There you go.
Wow. Okay. Okay. It is done.
The book seems like it had nothing written in it. It just had this stored, like, natural value. And, yeah, you just have an empty book kind of now. The magic in it, it's gone.
Hey guys, look, this book is totally empty. I mean, there's nothing absolutely in here. And
I don't believe that for a second.
well, and since that's the case, I mean, you can take a look at it yourself. Look, I open that fan through the pages.
It does look pretty empty.
It's totally empty. So I think we should just split the gold 3 ways because we're all going to use it to help each other in the end, anyways. What do you guys think? And you know what? I say we put the money towards a nice toupee for Darian.
That would be best. Absolutely. And we can set it aside for that if you want, Darian.
Look, as long as I just get my cut of that gold that we found, I don't care what the two of you put your gold towards.
I say we just put it in a bank and we'll decide on what to spend it later.
You know what? We will need the money for the ship. You know, Aesop is not going to give it to us for free.
I think we already have the gold for the ship, but
Okay, well,
fine, we can put it in the communal pool, but I still expect to be able to use a third of it.
of course, Darian.
Of course, Darian.
Harry, what do you think? Of course, Darian?
Let's just do one final scan around the room then, and then let's go.
Darian, investigation check.
17.
You look around the room, and with a number that high, you find a little lens. It seems to be a spare lens in a little box, but it seems to be shattered. It seems like it would have gone on the telescope if it at all would have worked. But it seems very rusted. And yeah, the glass in the lens is broken, but you have kind of the frame of it.
Oh, sorry, the glass is shattered, but the ring that was around it is rusted?
Yes.
Well, there's clearly something important about this if they decided to save it in a box, so...
And especially if
I'll
you're
bring it
rolled a
to.
17 to find it, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
All right, so now you've kind of scoured the tower and gotten the loot, so you guys want to head back? You got your guy, you got the air
Let's
elemental.
get out of here.
But let's not use the front door. Let's just remember it will literally kill us.
All right, we'll use the side door.
So, you guys go to the bottom of the tower, and the door is there, and it's like, door! And it's like really trying to beg you to kind of solve this puzzle, because it's a good one. And you put the doorknob next to it, it's like, door. And you open it and go through. And then as your guys are leaving, it's like, door! And it's like it's swearing at you as you're leaving into the town. Pass by the body of the adventurer that was here, and the Flumphs all see you, and they're like, fun in tower, fun time, fun.
Yes, we think so. We're not sure if we found everything that was in there, but we found what we needed.
It was great.
Now stay, live here, we good, friends.
You guys should come with us instead. You should see the world above.
No.
No. And your voice, your head just gets like crowded with no's.
Okay, you win. You stay here if you want.
Yeah, stay.
Hey, Zip, I wonder what would happen if you used enhance ability on the chief.
I don't want to cause trouble, Normandy. I think these people, if they're happy here, which they seem like they're pretty happy, I think we should let them be.
Yeah, I'm done with this cave.
Except, man, I look at that tower, and I just... Man,
Oh, I forgot to mention. There was no banner of the calm cloud in there. There was no remains of it.
Oh! But the mural is still there.
Mural's like kind of intact, but the banner and everything else is kind of gone.
Okay. Well, that would have cheesed off Normandy a little bit. And he would have said, like, Darian, you said it was right here?
When I was in the ethereal plane, yeah, that's where it was posted. But it looks like there's been a couple things taken from here. I'm not sure if it was at the time that things fell or maybe another time. Because there was a telescope here, too. It's also gone, so it could be taken or maybe they moved it before the destruction.
Okay, now we're at the bottom of the tower. I just look at that tower, and Normandy's mind is racing with, like, what answers are here that are unable to be unearthed. And he just looks at his tattoo. He says, nothing, I guess, and just turns to follow the guys.
And you guys make your way through the cave. You do the little tapping shoe puzzle again. You get all the way through. A few more magic water hits you, and a few more crazy stuff happens. But you make it out on the other side, and you're back out into the daylight, and you hear the geysers going off, and you make your way back to the airship. And that's where we're going to end the episode.